Yeah, I think slow them down. I thought we played really good defense, and I looked at the numbers while Brandy was talking, and they shot 52% from the three and 50% from the floor. And I thought, well, maybe we didn't play as good a defense as I thought. I did think we created some turnovers. I thought that was a big advantage, the 22-9 in the turnover margin. And I thought we did a good job of disrupting the flow of their offense. We made them work for the shots, and they made some tough shots. They've got some really skilled players that made some really good shots. As you go through, I don't think we had a whole lot of defensive breakdowns. We just had kids make shots.
23 points off those turnovers didn't help either. Didn't help the cause, didn't it, Coach?
Right. I thought, we've played so many teams that have been so much more athletic than us that we've become almost passive defensively. We got away from some of our defensive principles in trying to guard teams like West Virginia and Cincinnati and IUPUI, and we were just sagging so much. So we wanted to get back to the things that we do defensively and try to apply a little more pressure and disrupt offenses and things of that sort. And I was happy with that aspect. We got to lower that field goal percentage if we're going to continue to be successful, but I was happy with our ability to disrupt what they were trying to do.
When you held off every run, you'd build a little lead, they'd kind of get back into it a little bit, and you'd fend them off. Talk about your girls closing things out there late in the second half.
Yeah, I thought their composure was really good. Because we had some crazy things happen. We foul them, missed a free throw, offensive rebound. They get a stick back, and I think we fouled her on that play too. You get a block charge call that ends up bouncing to their best three-point shooter, and she makes a three. We went through some free throw struggles like we have in a couple other games. And those are tough mental things to get through sometimes. And I thought, we had kids at the end of the game trying to actively get the basketball, and they weren't, they were willing to go up there and take their shots at the foul line. So I was real happy with their composure. I thought they showed a lot of character down the stretch in handling those runs. I guess, like you said, throughout the game, but especially the last couple down the stretch.
We ask you every week about Brandy, but another milestone tonight in the record books, of course. Talk about how special she is to have an accomplishment like this specifically.
She just comes to work every single day. She's a kid that, from the time I've gotten here, has gotten better almost every day that I've been here. I've seen her do something new, and I've never coached a kid who's been that skilled, that's been that willing to learn, and probably the most selfless person on our team. You don't see her demanding the basketball or yelling at teammates for not getting it. She gets almost everything within the flow of our offense, and sometimes to a fault. Sometimes she needs to get the basketball and score. But she gets it within the flow of the offense. She's not a volume shooter. She had 25 points on 16 shots. That's incredibly efficient. And then she has 15 rebounds. And defensively does a great job of, what'd she have? Making plays, trying to take charges. She's a joy to coach, and I'm really looking forward to coaching the rest of her senior year.
It sounds obvious, but how important is it to head to this little break here for the holiday with a win? Everybody's going to go home and enjoy this, but on a winning note, they come back with that in mind. How important is that?
I think it's really important, especially considering where some of these players have come from, and as we're trying to change things around. We kind of got our feelings hurt last week in Morgantown, and it was nice to come back and kind of, feel good about yourselves again and win a basketball game as you get ready to play, a very much improved Bucknell team, and then hit the road for VCU. It's what it's supposed to be. It's going to be challenging the rest of the way.
Another solid performance by Sheree Davis tonight, 17 points, 4 steals. Is she the future of this team?
Absolutely. She's got the potential to be one of the best point guards here ever, and I know there's been some really good ones back in the 90s. But just, when you look at her stat line, I don't know what she was tonight. She's got 3 assists, 4 steals, 6 rebounds, 3 threes, got to the foul line 4 times, scored 17 points. She's a kid that just, her ability to fill up a stat sheet is like I've never seen a point guard with that kind of ability, to score the ball, to pass the ball. She's had 10 rebounds in a game. She's had 10 assists in a game. Tonight she gets 4 steals and scores 17. So, and she's very similar to Brandy in her willingness to learn. And I think Brandy is just a wonderful influence on her. And her ability to be around Brandy and see her work ethic day after day after day is going to be very important for Sheree's development.